There it is. That is Aeris Vocal Designer. We are pleased to announce Aeris. It is a virtual instrument we created for the contact player. It features choirs, both male and female, as well as solo singers. You have bass, tenor, alto, soprano. We recorded 4 vowels. We have O, ah, oohs, and hums. And for this, we really kind of wanted to portray and capture the more emotional and inspiring aspects of a choir. So I'll just kind of play a little bit of it so you can tell. And we recorded piano, and we also went up to mezzo forte. Again, we're focusing on just that really emotional kind of thing that a choir can do. And we have play with the different vowels here. We have ah. Here's the O's. And the oohs I particularly love. Just sound really good. Sounds amazing. And then last but not least, and this is actually my favorite, hums. Just very, very, those kind of dynamics are really great for creating, like let's say you're scoring a film, just for creating a great kind of emotional or inspirational vibe. Now, as far as the instrument goes, you see we have it all kind of up the top. We have, as far as mapping, we have the ability to basically access the female choirs and then the male choirs at different places so you can create those chords like I was playing. But if you want, you can turn overlap on, and now the mapping automatically adjusts to where you can trigger both together. And this is beneficial in case you just want to, like, you know, create a really great octave chord. But one thing that's also really beneficial about overlap, let's say you want to trigger all of the, you know, you got your solo singers, your alto soprano, your tenor, your bass. If you were to have them all in overlap mode, you kind of only have access to them all at the same time, and it's kind of a little jumbly. You can't really create any harmony. So if you turn overlap off, they automatically adjust the mapping so you can create 4-part harmonies. You have your bass, tenor, and then your soprano. And this kind of leads to the next thing that we did. We did record true legato. So I'll turn legato mode on, and we'll kind of see how it sounds. There's the O's. Listen to the oohs. And then again, as I said, the hums. I think the hums are going to be something that I personally use a lot. You ever see Gladiator? You know, like in the scene with the hands on the wheat? That's where this came. They recorded an alto and humming. It's just beautiful. And one really cool thing about this is we recorded non-vibrato samples, and then you can use the mod wheel to go into vibrato. And it's actual real vibrato. We're not simulating it. We actually tracked. So you can go to vibrato, legato, and then bring it down to non-vibrato. Just really, really beautiful sounds. I'm going to show you the legato and choir now. Can you guys all hear everything okay? There's the oohs. And we'll play a little bit of the choir, the males. And the hums, of course. And the reason that we call it Vocal Designer is because, you know, the concept is to open up the instrument and you have quick access to these samples and these sounds, these beautiful lush choirs and everything like that. But if you want to get a little deeper into sound design maybe, we do offer movement. So you click on movement down here and you have access to 4 LFOs, each of these triggering your choice of pan, pitch, volume, of course, low pass, high pass, and band pass filters. And in the sequencer side, you have 2 sequencers, and you basically have access to the same. And what that really allows you to do is just get a lot deeper and kind of utilize the instrument in a lot of different ways. I'm going to show you now how we kind of did that with the trailer music that I played. It's kind of our teaser that we just released. And let's kind of listen to it again real fast. You'll notice we have this really beautiful choir. And the choir is actually our next patch. We created a separate patch called the pads patch, and I'll just stop it and play a little bit of that. We took the choir samples and resampled them. We worked with great producers. One of them's here, Kevin Alves. We got Stephen Bolar. We have a couple other great sound designers. And we just created some really just beautiful, lush sounding pads. And I'll play it again, and you could hear it with the actual trailer. To kind of show you a little bit of what we did here with this particular pad, we have some volume modulating, kind of creating a little bit of a stutter effect. We have some panning. We're going back and forth, left and right. A couple pads here. So we have this kind of distortion on the lead, and I'll show you actually the main legato. The main legato here. Let's take a look at it. One of the cool things about overlap mode and having the ability to decide what type of mapping you want is you have the ability to have basically alto and soprano engaged. So you have legato working with the alto, and then right as the song picks up, it switches straight to the soprano. And it just sounds really good. I'll show you kind of everything without the, one second, here we go. Show you everything kind of without the actual kind of other music. It sounds very fat, very emotional, very inspiring. One thing you notice as well with the lead is we have, we also are modulating and automating the vibrato and non-vibrato, so you get really expressive with it. And because we have these kind of movement and effects that we can use, so I'll just show you one last time. You have your movement here, but you also have access to all these different effects that you can turn on. What that allows you to do is use these samples in different ways for different genres of music. And I mentioned Kevin earlier. He was gracious enough to write an incredible song for us. He's a brilliant DJ. Definitely check out his music. We're going to close this real fast and show you kind of how Aeris can be utilized in the EDM kind of genre, but also it can be used in other, all kinds of different genres. Your pop, your maybe even hip hop. Definitely hip hop. So I'm going to play this track real fast. Kind of show you what's going on here. So what Kevin did, he has this really cool kind of filter vocal thing going on. He has a choir pad, and he has this really great hook that he created. It's using the different filters and everything. And then he has, right here, this kind of vocal riser. You use the flange. Now I'm going to use Aeris to actually kind of add maybe a little bit more color to it, just so I can show you kind of Aeris in action. So I really quickly kind of just added this little pad to it. So I took the pad and I have it using the low pass cutoff with the sequencer as well as pan, so it's going back and forth. And I just added, you know, just a little bit of color to it. And let's say I want to add maybe just a little bit more to it. So I'm going to open up this other pad here. I'm going to trigger this really, really cool tension pad. And here that kind of sounds really kind of sinister. And what you see here on the pads, you have two different pad engines. And at the moment, the menu's you know, really long and intense. We'll be simplifying the menu for sure, but you have different categories like distorted, motion, lush, harmony. And at the moment, like I said, we have kind of this cool tension-y thing, but I want something maybe a little bit more distorted. So let's go here. Let's load this sample. That sounds pretty cool. Let's add maybe some, okay, like a little bit of a pulse using the step sequencer. Maybe add a little bit of effects. Let's add some delay. All right, let's add maybe a little bit of chorus. That sounds pretty cool. Let's see how that sounds with the track. I like it. It could work. Let's record it. I think that'll work. So I'll just kind of move this over just a tad and kind of show you what we have going on here. So really quickly, within just a couple minutes, we kind of took this track, which is already incredible, and just added a few more things. And I'm doing that because I want to show you just kind of how Aeris can be utilized in a lot of different ways. Vocal samples can be used in tons of ways, and this particular instrument can really be very versatile with that. So you've heard kind of the choirs, those really lush, beautiful, inspirational samples. And also utilizing those samples with the movement and effects, we can do a lot of really great things. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. We'll be releasing Aeris Spring 2016.